Here we go. Oh, whoopsie, totally forgot. It's like, yep, I totally forgot. So I've got to do the thing of like, oh, I'm gonna be. I feel like I'm always on top of that, where it's like, I get rid of the Twitch tab and I have like my pop-out chat be its own thing, and then have it expanded. I have like my pop-out chat be its own thing, and then have it expanded. And go into the 2-minute mark on the elapsed time, and then I'm going to get started by hitting continue. Okay, do that. Over here. That is red. Alright. Check one more little thing, and then we'll get things started. Alright. Everything going there. And I'm going to put my phone on the dual charger. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, as always, everyone, heyo, my fellow Rumble Maniacs. Mr. Rumble Rose is here, and welcome back to yet another installment of Let's Plays Live, where I stream random things at random times for various different reasons. And tonight I decided to play some more Night Rain, doing my little continuation of my fun run, if you will, with one of the new Night Fairs in The Undertaker, which is it's posted right here. So, last time I did this, I think I ended up doing 2 streams worth. The first stream that I did was around my normal time frame, and I was trying to do a bit of a thing where I was like queuing up against the next little boss in line, because like I was trying to do a thing where I think it's like I was like trying to go up against like Sentient Pest and an Augur, but it took like almost 30 minutes and everything, and I couldn't really find a session for Sentient Pest. So what I ended up doing instead was I ended up just like YOLOing, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to just queue up for every other boss that's not, DLC bosses, and, see what happens. And the first boss I got paired up against was Night Aspect, aka, Hilster. Um, we got to the boss, we got to its second phase, but then all of a sudden, we all went down. So, didn't really make anything there. And then the next boss, I believe, was... I want to say the next boss actually was Augur, but unfortunately, I think unfortunately we died to the Falling Star Beast because of its fucking little laser that's very OP and don't at me because it is. So we didn't really end up getting to fight Augur, and and I guess you could say like I was kind of like I usually say I was kind of like down in the dumps, even if it was Christmas Day and all that. Which, by the way, I hope everyone had a good Christmas or holiday or whatever. But I was like, you know what, I'm gonna end it there. And I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna, chill out for a little while, and maybe I'll try another stream of this later on that day, which it did. And that one actually went not too bad. Like even though everything, even like things were kind of silent, but we had some people come by and all that, and I actually managed to make some progress. To actually get queued up for Sentient Pest, and then Augur was next. So yeah. So now the next step's going to be Equilibrious Beast, aka Libra, and then Fulgor, aka Dark Drift Knight, which is going to be like the two main things. And then probably like next stream, I'll try Fish Run the Fog, and then I'll try Night Aspect afterwards. Cause like I said before, I honestly do not want to fight the Balancers or Dreadlord ever again. I beat the DLC, and I've gotten their relics, and I've even beaten the Avatar Balancers that got shadow dropped out of nowhere with no word of warning. So there's that. And yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my build because I know some people like to know what kind of build I'm running. So I'm using Undertaker's ult, which has a blue slot and 2 green slots. And I refer to this build as Undertaker ult because I couldn't put the word ultimate. So if you want to build pause it right here and take a look for yourself. There you go. But the first one I have is a blue Grand Dribbly Scene where taking attacks improves attack power, +2 in dex, and ultimate art auto charge +2. I got the Glass Necklace, which you can get from doing her Undertaker's Remembrance, where activating ultimate art increases attack power. The sensitive attacks boost attack power, and ultimate art auto charge +3. And then I got a green Grand Tranquil Scene, where FP increases for each Sorcerer's Rise unlocked, improved poise and damage negation when knocked back by damage, and ultimate art auto charge +2. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you might get the gist of it, but just in case, this build is more or less built around hopefully getting her ultimate art, pretty quick, and also with maybe some poise and attack power, as additional things, like I said, the taking attacks improves attack power, sensitive attacks boost attack power, improved poise and damage negation when knocked back by damage, and then, ultimate art, boost attack power and all that. So yeah. Also, and I'm going to show this off for the hell of it, because why not? I am wearing her Dawn outfit because I figured, why the hell not, because of how, she's technically known to be like a nun who has a hammer that, brings divine bonking and everything, and I haven't really seen a whole lot of people actually be using the Dawn outfit. Like, I was known to be having like the Darkness outfit at one point, which is not too bad either. But I was just like, you know what? For the hell of it, we're going to have it be, her Dawn outfit. Kind of like have, like that, like that heavenly angelic nun or whatever. So, yeah. Now I don't know exactly how things are going to go, but it's just kind of like a matter of like if I actually get match make with people, if they're and if like they're actually queuing up against like this boss or that boss or whatever. So yeah. I was sort of thinking about like I was sort of thinking about like maybe doing a thing where I was going to be like I was sort of thinking about like doing a thing where I was going to be like maybe doing some Everdark Slavic grinding, maybe like against like Everdark Drift Knight, because I really don't want to fight Everdark Tricephalos. I'd rather fight the regular version. But I've had like some so-so victories. Like I get maybe like 50-50, 60-40, whatever. For Everdark Drift Knight, so there's gonna be that. And I actually had a build in mind with involving Iron Eye, which I'll see if I can maybe show off before I possibly get before I get taken. So this one right here was more or less like an idea that I had where I was going to be doing like a lightning plus Scarlet Rot build, where I was going to be using like the Dreadlords relic in the red slot, and then I was going to have this because I had like starting to do this lightning damage, and it's pretty much like the only real good relic that I had for the blue slot that had starting to do this lightning, and then I wanted to like maybe have like Dark Knight the Champion for the increased maximum stamina, boost attack power, added infinity attacks, and all that stuff, and then of course, defeating enemies was more in the art gauge, so there was that. I have been like it's like one of those things where it's like I've slowly but surely kind of been experimenting with different builds, especially like to use on the new, especially like to use on bosses and everything. Cause funny enough, like I've actually made. Funny enough, I've actually made it to where I have an Iron Eye build where he is pretty much a triple procking build loadout. I have it to where his starting armament deals blood loss, his ultimate art charge deals poison, and then I have the Scarlet Rot on top of that. Excuse me. And then I have a thing for Executor where you can pretty much have him be a quadruple procking build, where it's like you can have his starting armament, like his starting armament thing dealing his starting armament deals bleed, and I think like you could do like a Chilling Mist, Astral War type thing. And then you can have like poison on there as well, and then like afterward, and like and then like for the fourth slot, you can go to have it do like Scarlet Rot, so like when you take damage and everything. So I don't know if that actually will affect like my main weapon if I use something other than the spear, but we will see. I am gonna keep the other short spear for the improved item discovery. Oh, wait. I'll take that. Ooh, thank you. I got a big ass weapon. In the form of a giant crusher. And over here. Yeah, we'll get the church over here. I see there is also a red scarab near that Sorcerer's Rise, so it would be nice if we somehow actually were able to get like a madness, like a madness invasion thing. I mean, I'll take it for now. I think it's really hidden here. Alright, another church we can go to. I'm running. I do not want to face the dragon at level fucking 3. Always check under here because you never know exactly what there'll be. Because you could find a a random little scarab there. One of the things that I've noticed over like the little course of the time of over the course of like me playing this game, doing like a whole bunch of expeditions and whatnot, like checking certain spots, because sometimes like if you're like that for place for like a little spot, for example, you could find a random little scarab. Other times, like a little random places, you might be able to find like a chest or something, depending on where you go. Alright. My FP is now I think about the same as my stamina. Health is a little bit low, but thankfully not by much. Nothing really good for me there. Well, fire camp thing there, I believe. It's big. Alright. I want to see if I can take care of Bow Boy. I know he'll pose like the biggest problem. Taking damage, boost damage negation. I'm gonna keep that for now, I guess. Level 5. Ooh. Some 1, volcano pot. The good way. It's gonna be Mausoleum Night. Unendurable Frenzy. Heal. Wrath of Gold. You bitch. Gravitas. Level 6. What's this? Yeah, that's the regular finger seal. I see a couple of, okay, so I see a special little merchant place because this little place right here, if you actually happen to see it on the map, it's a really nice place to go, especially if you wanted to, maybe get like a Smithing Stone 1 and 2, and like maybe like a few, It's one of those places where it's like it's better than the regular merchant that you would see. Like there you can go do a thing with like getting Smithing Stone 1 and 2s, get another pouch, even some talismans. I don't know why I was so stuck on trying to think about that. It's like, yeah, it's talismans. I think some people have kind of referred to that place as like that being like the super merchant or something. Because only with that place, will you be able to find that kind of stuff. I see a Knights Cavalry. Oh, gotta love it. Don't mind if I do. They don't mind if I do. You know what? I'll take that. I'll switch hands with the weapon and stuff. I can grab my strength. Much I kind of want to do that, I think I'll just take that. It enhances physical and fire barrier attack power. Alright, so we got a holy weapon, and that's one of like the little alternative ways to, you know, I guess you say that's kind of like one of the alternative weaknesses if you can't both find the fire, if you can't both find like a madness-based weaponry. It's gonna be the spider bitch. Duke's dear friend. Not who I'm wanting to aim at. Oh, Ray lost her head here. Oh, come on! If you pay attention to me, fucking hell. Hey! Ow. Give me your face, bitch. That's it. Makes sense with time story. Alright, level 8. Bingus Dickus. Actually, hold on. Do that, and do that. make it no more ting. Got you. Ow. Hey! Resolve, prepare. Two smithing stone ones. Oh boy. Wee ooh. Yeah, I'll get all resistance. Cause the other stuff is not really that good to me. We got a giant hippo. Get him. A tree spur. I got the spur of tree. I'll take it first. I'll take, stance breaking. Man, how funny would it be if we actually got a fucking madness-based weapon? I mean, right now, right now, our only little thing that we have right now is with Revenant, having an uncontrollable frenzy, thing. Oh wow. Executioner's great eggs. Attacks of lick sleep. Alright, so the idea I have for right now is I'm going to try and keep both of the cerulean hidden tier. Whee! So I'm gonna try and keep like both the cerulean hidden tiers. And I might go and if we get to the Libra, I'll try and pass one off to maybe like the Revenant or something like that, so that way they can be able to use the so that way they can be able to use the frenzy thing, for a little bit. hard counters trigger holy burst. Alright, what's over her? That is Loretta's bitch ass. Owie. There we go. Man, I remember a time whenever I had, like, man, I remember the fucking time when I was doing, like, man, I was about to say, like, man, I remember the time when I was doing my Melania build, where it's like, you know, they actually, like, the word Melania, like, or Melee and Melania, and, like, I remember, like, the one time where, like, because I was trying to do a bit of a thing where I was trying to, like, go to, okay, so random ass little story. So, I was trying to do a thing where I was trying to get the lore, I was trying to get, like, a certain, Ash summon that was kind of, like, based around Melania's actual lore. And I'm talking, by Melania, I'm talking about, like, you know, in-game Melania, not mine. And I remembered how, like, Melania was, I remember how Loretta was, like, the one thing that was keeping me from, like, going to the Dare Tree place or whatever, you know, to try, like, you know, to try and hopefully, you know, get my ass summon that I wanted to get. Even though I haven't played regular Elden Ring in a hot minute, or done anything with my characters, like, but, you know, especially with her. Boost love. What we got here? More resistance to all ailments, because I think even with madness, you know, it's the thing. Now I do want to go up here, you know, to these little special chests up here. You know, see what's, you know, all out the bow, because you don't know exactly as to what you're gonna get. Now we're gonna just have this present. know what? Out of here. Dude. We're gonna do that for right now, because, you know, why not? Cause I'd say that I think I'm technically good in a sense with what I got. You know, it's like, got great clubs at +1, I got a Giant Crusher, I got Godslayer Greatsword. You know, so I got Godslayer Greatsword as well. Cause fire's another thing. And my limit clams. I got places to be, people to bonk. Places to be, people to bonk. Go ahead and just get rid of those. Now stoves up in here. Whee! Like I don't need it. Alright, what do we got? I have a feeling it's probably gonna be like, I want to say it's gonna be like Tibia Mare in there or Death Knight Bird, but I don't remember Tibia Mare in there being a day 2 boss. So we'll see. Yeah, I was right. Nope. Daylight. Nice. Oh man. You know, I'll get that because, you know, we're facing Libra. Maybe one of them will get what I'm putting down. I'll do that for now. I'll take some, and Revenant can take some. I was gonna do the thing, but alright. You know, it's almost kind of a funny thing too, but like on my downtime, I actually was attempting to do a off-stream Libra fight as Iron Eye. And I was doing a thing where it was like I was trying to like use Dreadlord's thing, and then like I think like the Everdark version of Libra's relic, and then you know, and then it's like I think it's like something else as well. Oh. Ew. Yeah, you're playing. Ow. Ew. bitch. Oh, toma água em inglês. I gotta getting that finishing blow. And look at that, I had one more level. I had one level higher than anyone else. Alright, keep that for now. Well, I gotta definitely keep that because fucking dormant power, cause I'm getting the dormant power stuff. Yeah, I guess keep all of that for right now. Even though I'm pretty sure, like, eventually I'll have to be doing a thing where it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to sell some stuff. But yeah, I guess now that I have a moment, I think I can kind of like show some of the stuff. So yeah, like this is like one of the ideas that I kind of had of like having a. Well, actually no, this was something for Folgore. Yeah, this is something I was actually. I'm starting to remember now because like there's like all the roads started coming together. But yeah, I was doing a bit of a thing where it's like just playing around with like the Dreadlord's relic and everything. And this was something that I kind of had in terms of an idea for Dark Drift Knight, aka Folgore, because right now he's currently in the Everdark Sovereign rotation. Then here was like another little idea where it's like I had Lightning and Rot, because that one of those little situations where I had that. But yeah, this was the thing that this was the little thing that I kind of came up with in terms of like having the thing against Libra as Iron Eye. That was like, doing the thing with him where it's like I have Dreadlord's thing, I have Everarch Libra's thing, because I say in a nutshell between like because even though like both of the relics for Libra like regular and Everdarch are pretty shite, I'd say like this one kind of like outshines it a little more. And that's a barely, and then like the other thing was boosted attack power and added infinity attack. So the idea in my mind was, like probably having like if I took damage in some sort of way, I'd be able to get like Scarlet Rot to get implemented, and then that would have like a little attack infinity attack power and all that stuff. So there's that. And this one right here was the thing that I was kind of talking about with having a triple prog Iron Eye build where my starting armor deals blood loss, alt charge activation adds poison effect, and then you get Scarlet Rod. And this is probably like the most luckiest thing I could get because like you can see with the blood loss thing, I got attack power up when facing the Scarlet Rod afflicted enemy, and then of course with the poison thing, it's like poison attack power when facing poison afflicted enemy. So there was that. And then of course, I was trying to do some stuff with Iron Eye's little improved arcane relic that I got from the collector's sideboard. Kind of like just trying to make like arcane builds for the future because I had this idea in my head that sometime next year I will be doing another. I will be doing like another possible. Sometime next year in 2026, I do plan on doing a return, another installment of Night Rain where I have an arcane Iron Eye build. Which I think is going to be pretty cool. probably in the future as well, I might do a thing with Executor. I might do a thing with Executor too, because I'm probably going to do a bit of a thing where I have I'm probably going to do a bit of a thing where it's like I use like these two relics right here, and then I and I use Dreadlord's thing to have the fourth proc and have like a quadruple procking Executor build. Even though that I will miss, having the roaring restores HP while it is active, all that other stuff, but it's something, it's something I think that would be pretty cool to use. And then of course, like I did stuff for Undertaker in the future, because probably like in the future, another thing, I'll probably be doing like a little bit of a slight little bit of like a revenge arc where it's like Undertaker has like a build, like it's like certain builds and loadouts that would be like for like either like the main weakness for the bosses or something secondary derived, like I did with like say like Iron Eye, Raider, Duchess, and all them. Man, this is my holy loadout. This here is my Frost. Got the fire loadout right here, which funny enough, like I also have like Soaring Armor deals fire damage, but also the skill is Hoarfrost Stomp. Got lightning loadout here, and then poison loadout here. And then right here is a little something I kind of did where I called the Undertaker loadout, where it had like things that were it's pretty much like relics that had like things that had things specifically for her. Then there's the all green relic right here. And then there's Ultimate Art right here. And I did this kind of like as a funny little bit, but like I made what I called the Will of Undertaker, which I think I had, which I used like the regular Balancer's relic and things like that. So yeah. And I also made some stuff for Scholar as well. Probably for right now, like this one right here might be like the I'd say this one right here is probably going to be like the loadout that I use whenever I do my Scholar Fun Run. Because even though like this one right here is not too bad, because it has like have that or whatever, but yeah, I'm kind of wanting to like do that for having like the allies targeted by character skill gain boosted attack. Have like the items conferred to by allies and all that just jazz. So yeah. Oh, and also I have also a pouch loadout as well, and I think you can pretty much have like about almost like I think like almost 7 things in total. So yeah. Alright, so Dark Drift Night's next, and just as I figured, I have to go to the Relic Rights to sell some relics. Fuck me life. And there's that. I guess I'll start with that. Yeah, that's the one thing I would say that I really hate about Night Rain, where it's like, oh, you have too many relics, so you can't be able to do a journey, and you can't be doing an expedition until you sell some and make some room. So that, I guess. Going from like the bottom, sort of working my way up. All that. I'm gonna keep that right now because a bit of a thing for that I kind of have like. It's gonna be kind of like a thing for Revenant right now, even though like I don't know if when I would do it, but it's like the whole like improved bestial incantations, and all that. So, so I'll keep that. I look at this. I think to myself like if it was like regular thrusting sword attacks, that would have been the thing. That would have been a hell of a thing to use for Scholar, but I still think it could be a nice little Scholar build or Scholar thing to use. Uh, sell, sell, sell. Keep that for right now. Uh, sell. Sell that. Keep those. Sell that. Yeah, forgive me, guys. I hate having to do this, but it's like I have to be able to do it. Otherwise, I can't be able to do any more expeditions. Let's do that. I'll keep that for now. So, even though it's kind of funny, like how knowing the fact that it's like improved attack power with 3+ halberds equipped, like that would have been kind of a cool thing to have for Guardian. But what can you do? So that. So that, because I know what I do. So keep that because I might build. Even though I don't know for sure, but it could be a thing for Revenant or something. Uh, I'll sell that, sure. Sell. I'll sell that because of the glint blade thing I can't be able to use. So. Sell that. Keep that. Yeah, I'll sell that because I can't be able to do holy damage type thing. Sell that. I'll sell that because I don't really like White Shadowlands. I don't like the White Shadows lore, to use. Like, I'll use that for Revenant, but that's about it. I'll sell that. I'll sell that stuff for right now. And, I'll go from there. Oh shit. I almost went to the thing without my main team. I almost went there with like the wrong fucking loadout. All that, I guess. Because I'm trying to do like a bit of a thing also where it's like, like some of like the new stuff where it's like, like dormant power, self-discover, X thing here. Like I'm trying to like, keep that. I'm trying to like keep that at most, and like um, also like trying to keep things that or for like Undertaker and Scholar, because even though like I don't know for sure, but like I feel like it's kind of like very very rare to to find that shit. Well, in game, surely someone is going up against Dark Death Knight. Okay, we got 2 of 3. Alright. Executor. It looks like we might get a Guardian. Alright, so I'd say honestly, like, if we can build somehow have a successful run with this, then I will be vlogging the whole stream. If not, then it might be like a partial VOD, like a little stream highlight thing or something. And some of you guys might be noticing this per se, but I'm trying to do a bit of a thing where it's like I'm trying to like upload my streams in full that I actually do save, but right now there are some like stream highlights where like I have like certain moments from certain streams saved and everything that I haven't really uploaded yet. Annotations. I'll take that. It's like when you find your tree's favorite, it's like hell yeah. Ew! Echo. Phew. I got berated by bubbles. See a couple of lightning places at most. have this on. This ammo has less likely to be targeted. Come on, game, let me up there. Duh. Well, if I can somehow get one of those things, then that would make it more useful. We'll see. Yep, I'm away. I'm a not on a mission. Never mind. That. Alright. Go away, you. Ow. Increase number of runs. Ow. Again. Get down here. Oh wait, hold on. That's what they wanted to do. Yeah, truly what they wanted to do. Pay attention, bitch. There's nothing over there. This is strong little sub-on. hot. Lightning grease. One. Let's see. I'll take it, sure. Look at that. So would you look at that? We're in the spot that we need to be. Don't know if we're gonna do all that time. But we can certainly see. Go through the opening here. Oh, it's an elder lion. Salmon rays. In the hands, are we? Dumpy Wumpy Wumpus View. Couldn't get to the head in time. Love how my shots are not hitting when they're supposed to be. There we go. We got it. We'll just do that. I think we should build try like there to, possibly have like another little lightning, vicinity. Because like, hey, it's like with Dark Drift 9, you want to get as much lightning as possible in your possession. I would say it's like, I would say in a sense where it's like, you can do a thing where it's like, yeah, go there, to lightning encampment thing. See if you can get like another little lightning, based weapon to use, and then afterward, we can hang about here in the castle. Maybe kill the boss. That's maybe kill like the castle boss. Or I guess we can try our luck now. I don't know. What boss is it? Ow. I got the hand of Mylania. I'm gonna hold on to it for right now. Ew. you pinging down there? Like, what the hell are you pinging? Maximum FP. I think we should go there. You know, like I said, it's lightning vicinity. FOE. That looks like we're gonna have to. Looks like we're gonna have to be hit back there anyway. Fuck me life. Like, do you guys not know that the fucking storm's gonna pass through here? I guess not. We'll see. Maximum EFP. Why the fuck did the executive leave? Like, EU, what did the executive leave for? Come on. Yo. Alright. We should be able to get some nice levels out of this. Yeah, level 13. lightning-based team that we can. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Yo. I think that's because why not? Boss here. And around time. I'll take that. 6 HP recoveries. Might not be much, but you know, it's a little something. Yeah, I don't mind like having a little, like in the, you know, the less hot, you know, less FP and all that. Like it's whatever. Well, looks like it's going to be a dual run against Dark Drift Knight. For some odd reason, our executive left. Where they at? Where they at? Where they at, though? Up my way, and that bastard. Oh, lovely. The last person I expected I wanted to see. Trying to aim for the fucking feet. I love how my shots are not hitting. Get down here. Like, get down here. Ow! That should not have been a hit. Ow. No. Real fuse. That should not have been a hit, that was a cheat. Ow. That shouldn't have been a thing either. Ow. I dodged that game. That was a fucking cheat. I don't care what anyone says. Like, I literally fucking dodged that. Nameless King be cheating over here, which he no longer is known as the Nameless King. Well, I was thinking, where's the thing? Oh, wait. Round 2. Night threatens us anew. That should have stopped that. I will not fucking lose to Morgan of all people. Bitch. I should get a gold one for that. Physical attack. Sure. Squaw, bitch, squaw. Let's see. Daily restore HP. What bit is now? Fuck it. Curious to try this, but I don't know if it'll work. You should have waited. I dodged that game. Now, throw a pot in your face and good luck. Gary. Ow. That was a close one. Alright, let me do something real quick if I can. Well, can't find out what happened. I can't ask the executive about what the fuck happened. Alright. So... for now. Sell. Sell. Alright. So... Despite the fact that we lost someone who, like I said, I don't know why they left. I mean, I'm trying to I'm trying to like do a bit of a thing where it's like I'm trying to give them like some people like the benefit of the doubt. That's like, you know, why they leave, because like, because the one thing that always comes to my head is that they always somehow are rage quitting for whatever reason. Because it literally feels like every single time when, you know, someone leaves, like just out of the blue, it's like some sort of like rage quit or something. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna give them a benefit of the doubt and say that maybe they had to leave, you know, because I know sometimes, you know, things like that can happen, you know, it's like, oh, like, you know, I had to, you know, like, oh, you know, like, so-and-so had to go because, you know, IRL stuff. You know, like, I guess you say, like, I'm trying to keep, like, a level-headed mind, or whatever, you know, the fuck, and not just assume, like, all the time that it was a rage quit. So, but despite the fact, you know, we were down a person, You know, we had some good stuff. I was gonna give him the you know, I was gonna give the executive the Hand of Millennia, but what can you do? Like, what can you do? But in any case, though, we are going to end here, and we are going to try and raid. Let me check something real quick. Alright, so yeah, so Caligo and Hilster are the last two, so I'm gonna try my best, you know, to not do them until, like, you know, um, I've, you know, at least tried them once on stream, so hopefully the next time that we do, you know, a little fun run with Undertaker, we'll be able to, you know, we'll hopefully we'll be able, you know, to get to a session against Caligo, and, you know, then, you know, do one thing with Hilster. But yeah. Man, I'd say that things went pretty well, though, you know, for this stream. Say it went pretty well, indeed. Yeah, we are going to try and find someone to raid, because I like being able to raid people after my streams. Whether it be during my normal time frame, or, you know, or something. So yeah, I was just checking something on Discord. Someone apparently reacted to a message that I put in the Night Dive Discord about blood refresh supply. Because, I think like some people were talking about like being able to play like the you know, the mods or add-ons or whatever, and I was pretty much talking about like how, and I was pretty much talking about like the whole situation of how currently right now blood refresh supply, there's a bit of an issue, there's a bit of a problem with trying to play the there's a bit of a problem with on PS4 where, you know, trying to load up the manage you know, the add-ons, you know, crashes the whole game. You know, I'm just still trying to like, and like it more or less has been, you know, like it has been more or less. it's like someone, so apparently I guess like was replying to, like sort of replying to my thing. It's like, do you not see them in the campaign menu? Do you not see the add-ons in the campaign menu? And I'm like, going to add-ons crashes the whole game. So it's like, what do you think? But anyway, um, go ahead and clear that. And yeah, now the moment has come. Moment has come to try and find someone to raid. Yo. You have been live for 8 fucking hours. Alright. Yeah, didn't want to go there. Put my phone down, all of a sudden I can go to a stream. And it just goes to this stream. I was like, what the fuck? Yo. Let's see if we can raid this person since they haven't been live for that long. At most. N-A-R-E. L-F. I like how this person, I like how this person's, model thing. Right now they're doing like right now they have like a PNG thing and have like a female security guard. Female security guard with big ears. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this, this random stream with Night Rain and everything. Um, I might do more of it soon. I don't know exactly for sure yet, because I know that 2025 is almost near the end and everything. So, there's that. But yeah, my next planned stream, if everything goes well, will hopefully be on Monday as part of my week of streaming. I'm going to be trying to do probably some more Ion Fury, doing the DLC of Aftershock. Um, and then on Tuesday we'll be doing Terminator 2D No Fate, like for like the end of the year type of thing. I might probably try to see how maybe do like a full playthrough of the arcade mode or something like that. Just see how it goes. Just have some fun with that. But yeah. There could be those multiple times where I'm like, you know what, I'm not really doing anything, lying awake and all that. So who knows? I might do like a randomized stream out of nowhere. Do that, do one. Anyway, yeah. I will see you guys hopefully next time. But until then, as always, take care, everybody, and I hope you all have a good week or weekend.